An international search and rescue operation is underway in Georgia. A massive earthquake has hit the Central Caucasian country. The Georgian army is flying rescue workers to the epicenter just south of the capital, Tbilisi. These helicopter crews are flying non-stop sorties to shuttle the wounded out of the disaster zone. On the ground, rescue workers are fighting against the clock to free people from the rubble. Teams from 12 countries are having to deal with multiple incidents at the same time. They range from chemical spills and derailed trains to this collapsed hospital.
I would say that the major challenge at the moment is the command, who's in charge and who takes care of what's actually going to happen and dispatch the various teams to make a joint effort, because now it may seem that they are all working on their own, but somebody should have the overall control.
Training common command and control procedures is what this exercise is all about. The two-day event is organized by NATO's Euro-Atlantic Disaster Response Coordination Center. With participants from NATO and partner countries, it also serves to strengthen civilian and military cooperation.
For every commander, this type of situation is a once in a lifetime. They are not using, this is not a daily basis. They can very well run everyday accidents, but this is a major incident and you have so lot to think about it, and that's why it's so challenging to anybody.
International experts are here to assess how well the various teams work together. On day one, it seems some of the on-site commanders are overwhelmed with the task. Not only must they direct the different teams, they must also deal with the media, a new and daunting task for some.
Next time when you get this, when you get someone who wants to answer in Georgian, ask where their translator is.
On day two, NATO's exercise director has come to see the progress.
I heard that there were quite some problems yesterday with the command and control system, and I've come over now to see whether this has been ironed out. How does it look this morning?
It's fine.
Yeah?
Fine. Much better. Yesterday was a bit this problematic with sending this international team. Now we could see them around that this is better.
NATO organizes the exercise, but once it's underway, its staff don't interfere. The biggest concern for the leader of this Polish search and rescue team is ensuring the safety of his men as they go about rescuing people in unfamiliar terrain.
You can always expect aftershocks. And there are problems, of course, with cutting through and searching the building, because you never knew the building before, and actually after the collapse it looks much different than before. So you just have to be careful and try to search the whole building, of course, to secure it at first and then search it through for the people.
Meanwhile, the helicopters continue to evacuate people. For the pilots, it's a chance to teach civilian rescue workers how to approach, load and exit helicopters safely.
Because of so many countries, so many different peoples, we change our experiences, we change our knowledges to each other, and it's really beneficial and helpful for us, for all countries and for all members of those countries.
The injured are flown to hospitals, but in this scenario, the closest ones have been destroyed. Field hospitals have been set up, also part of the training. The man in charge of NATO's operations division has come to see the exercise firsthand. He's impressed by the sheer scale and realism.
It's not by coincidence that we've decided to have as the scenario an earthquake, because we are in an earthquake prone zone, and we have to face up to the reality there may be one again, and exactly the sort of systems we've been practicing will come into play, but more to the point, the sort of partnerships. It will be the same countries and others working together who will be able to bring the sort of effective response that we need to have in place to a genuine emergency. What we're practicing today will save lives in the future.
I'm Mike Mühlberger reporting for the NATO channel from Rustavi, Georgia.